This is session 5 of creation. And today I'm just going to wonder at the awesomeness of God's creation. And to do this, I'm using information that I've got from John MacArthur, who is a theologian and a teacher. And he's talking about the structure of a single cell. A scientist by the name of Van Neumann said that the ultimate machine would be one that is self-sustaining, self-repairing, and self-reproducing. But it was impossible to produce. An example would be a car that gathered what its need to be sustained from just the surrounds, that when something went wrong it would repair itself, and one day you might go out into the garage and there's another little car sitting beside it. It's impossible. And yet that's what every single cell in our body does. Electron microscopes have opened up the whole world of molecular biology. And Van Neumann described the cell as machinery more complex than any human being has ever invented. Another scientist described the cell as being like a factory town. It's got power plants, it's got automated factories and recycle centres. Michael Behe was a professor of biochemistry at Lee University in Pennsylvania, and he wrote the book called Darwin's Black Box. In the book he describes a single cell as having a rapid transport system where molecules run along tracks, where they take cargo around the cell. Other molecules act as loading machines that load the cargo and then add address labels to them. And when they reach the address, there are other molecules there who act as docking agents and unload the necessary supplies. And the whole action is perfectly timed by enzymes. The nucleus is a library. It holds the blueprints and plans. The surface of the cell regulates the passage in and out with sensors, gates and pumps. These scientists are describing every single cell. Now, I don't know how many cells there are in our body, but Mr. Google said 37.2 trillion. Every single one of them a machine far more advanced than anything we have ever invented. Now, we stand in awe at the night sky and we sort of wonder at the vastness and the countless stars, but there's an equal wonder much closer, and that is our bodies. What an amazing creator and what an amazing creation. Now, we have complex computer systems and now machines that can respond to situations, that can do some elementary thinking, and we stand amazed at them, but they are only capable of doing what the information fed into them enables them to do. And yet these complex machines are nothing compared to a single cell in our body. When Job was complaining to God about his situation, God's response was to say to him, "Look at creation. Were you there when I laid the foundations of the earth?" And then in chapter 38:31, "Can you bind the chains of Pleiades? Have you loosened Orion's belt? Can you bring forth the constellations in their season?" In other words, Job's questioning of God was from ignorance of who God really is. And right at the end of the book of Job in 42:3, he says, "Surely I spoke of things I do not understand, things too wonderful for me to know." To gaze upon the wonder of creation helps us understand that our God is all-knowing, all-powerful and sovereign.
The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, trembles at his voice. How great is our God, sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great is our God. and time is in His hands. The beginning and the end, the beginning and the end. The Godhead three in one. Father, Spirit, Son, the Lion and the Lamb, the Lion and the Lamb. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And all will see how great is our God. He's a name.